What is up guys, Tyler once again, and I'm coming at you guys with another content of Cooking Your Kingdom. In this video, I want to talk about 3 of the meta comps that I am currently using in the arena, and I want to share these teams with you guys and show you guys the toppings as well as the actual team in battle in order to show you guys exactly what team you should be versing when you guys are using each of these comps. Anyways guys, if you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cooking Kingdom videos as well as live streams that I do on YouTube. Anyways guys, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be 3 of the meta comps that I'm currently using in Master 2, trying to climb up a little bit more from Master 2 all the way to Master 1, but it is getting a little harder because there's so many different comps that are being used currently right now in the arena. So because of that, these 3 are not the best answer. It's just 3 of the comps that I'm currently using with the toppings that I have as well as the cookies that I have currently built. These 3 work out for me. That's why I'm using them. Of course, there's going to be more, and there's so many different combinations. I just want to let you guys know that are roaming around inside of the arena as well as the world of YouTube as well. There's a lot of videos that are being made that are sharing different comps, so I just want to let you guys know that there are different comps out there that are not going to be these 3. But here we go guys, this one is going to be my first team that I'm currently using. Of course, I shared this team with you guys before, and it is going to be the Summoner's comp. So Summoner's comp is basically using Snow Sugar as well as Pumpkin, utilizing Cotton's ability to maximize the damage that these 2 are able to do alongside the pin cushion. Okay, so the main damage dealer here is going to be Snow Sugar. A lot of people ask if you can replace Snow Sugar with Licorice, but it is not possible because you are going to be losing out on so much damage because Snow King is actually pretty darn OP with the buff from Pompon as well as Cotton, and alongside Pincushion, Snow King is just gonna stand there and just breathe on people. I said this before during my video, but Snow Sugar is going to be the main damage dealer in this comp. And then with Frost Queen is just going to freeze the enemy, allowing your summoned units to deal more damage as well. And then Parfait and Cotton are going to be the 2 healers that are going to allow your team to stay alive. And here we go, the toppings. I am going to use this feature so that you can see it in the middle rather than on my left corner. Alright, so Snow Sugar, like always, is going to be using 3 Searing Raspberry, 2 Solid Almond, and I am focusing on damage resist and a little bit of attack as well because Snow Sugar is going to be doing the most damage. However, because Snow Sugar is in the front, you want to have some damage resist on Snow Sugar as well. Next one is going to be Frost Queen. Frost Queen is going to be using 5 Swift Chocolate. I did mix it up a little bit and lost a little bit of damage resist because I have to make 3 different comps. So this is not the best example, but I want to say you want to focus on cooldown as well as damage resist and a 5 Swift Chocolate in order to cast a skill as soon as possible whenever it is up. Next one is going to be Pumpkin Pie. Pumpkin Pie is going to be using 5 Solid Almond as always, making sure that she has maximum damage resist in order to survive, and always cast Pompon out into the field to give the attack speed buff as well as tank for your team. Next one is going to be Cotton. Cotton is buffed a little bit from my last build. I did make sure that Cotton had about 8% cooldown and still having a decent amount of damage resist right now for me. I would have wished that I had 5 Solid Almond with an 8-second cooldown, but that's just not possible from where I am. So here you go guys, that's going to be the build that I have for Cotton. And last one is going to be Parfait. Parfait is going to have 5 Swift Chocolate in order to cast a spell as soon as possible in order to have that debuff resist on your cookies so that any of the stun as well as freeze can be dealt with as soon as possible. With the 40% debuff resist, the stun from 3 seconds is going to go down to about 1.6 seconds, and then freeze is going to be down to about 1.2 seconds. Alright, so it's going to deal not only less damage for the freeze, but allow your cookies to get out of those debuffs a lot faster in order for them to cast their spells. Alright, so cooldown is going to be one thing, and then of course you want to have damage resist on your Parfait in order for her to survive and always cast her spell. So let me show you guys this team in battle. You want to be using this team against a single tank team. Alright, so I've been using this team last season to climb all the way to Master 1 if you guys did not watch that video, and it is going to be a very strong team against a single tank team. So let me show you guys that inside of a battle. Alright guys, so this one is going to be a single tank, only Hollowberry, right? So this team right now, the Summoner team, is going to be a very good counter to a single tank team. Alright, so you're just going to be casting the spells as soon as possible and allowing your summoned units to deal all of the damage. And of course, like I say, Frost Queen is just going to be casting spell whenever she has it up in order to freeze the enemies and prevent them from having their cooldown come down a lot faster. So there you go. It's just a lot easier to deal with a single tank team with this kind of build right there. And let me show you guys the damage output right here. And of course, like I said, Snow Sugar is pretty much going to be doing the most damage because Snow King is just sitting in the back, just breathing on people. All right, so there you go. That's going to be the first team. Now let's move on to the second team. All right, guys, so the second team right here is going to be utilizing Crepe, Hollowberry, Frost Queen, Sea Fairy, as well as Cotton. So this team is actually interchangeable. This is kind of like a very standard double tank comp right now. So you can change out Strawberry Crepe for Coco if you want to. I am just using this team because I want to deal with some of the Kumio Gingerbread comps that are going around in the arena right now. So that's kind of like the one-shot team. With Strawberry Crepe is actually easily counterable, so that's why I am using Strawberry Crepe in this team. So let me go over the topping real quick. Hollowberry is going to be using 5 solid almond as always, maximizing the damage resist and a little bit of crit resist whenever possible. I just don't have the toppings, so that is the reason why I have 5 solid almond with about 3.1% crit resist, but still my damage resist is going to be about 52.9%. Strawberry Crepe is going to be using 5 Swift Chocolate. Right now, this is definitely not the best example. As you can see, I only have 2.5% damage resist. It's a horrible example, but the reason why I'm still using Strawberry Crepe is even if I have a little damage resist, I am still able to counter a one-shot team because all I need to do with Strawberry Crepe is pretty much cast a spell, put the 50% damage resist on my Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen, and allow them to survive in order for them to clean up after the enemy has casted their spell. Alright, so that's why I'm still using Strawberry Crepe even if it's a 2.5% damage resist. Of course, if you have a better damage resist, it's going to be a lot better for you guys and you'll have a higher chance of winning that team. But you want to at least have 17.3% cooldown with the 5 full Swift Chocolate set in order to get the 5% set bonus and have a total of 22.3% cooldown in order to have a 3-second start. Next one is going to be Sea Fairy. Sea Fairy has 7.7% cooldown and about 11.7% damage resist. A lot of the toppings that I had on Sea Fairy is actually moved on to a different cookie right now, so that's the reason why I don't have a great damage resist. But still, I am going to be having a 5-second start on my Sea Fairy in order to follow up right after Frost Queen. Frost Queen is going to be using that 5 Swift Chocolate for this build as well. It's going to be the 4-second start Frost Queen, having a little bit of damage resist as well. Of course, like I said, Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen can definitely have higher damage resist, but a lot of my toppings are kind of spread around right now, so that's the reason why I don't have a great example. Next one is going to be Cotton, same as the Summoner's Comp, 8% cooldown as well as damage resist with a 3 solid almond, 2 Swift Chocolate set. Alright, so the treasure here are going to be Feather, Scroll, and Jellywatch, and let me show you guys this team in battle as well. Alright guys, so this team is going to be the Kumio Gingerbread Almond one-shot team. So as you can see, I did cast my Strawberry Crepe and allowed my Sea Fairy as well as Frost Queen to stay alive. And now with that, I am able to cast my spell and destroy them because they don't have any sustain, right? They have no heal. So as long as my team is able to survive and cast their spell, I'm going to have the upper hand because I have Cotton healing as well as the Feather. Okay, so that's the reason why that Kumio comp is easily counterable with this team. Alright, so there you go. Even if it's not a ton of damage, it's because their HP is a lot lower than mine. So there you go. I just kind of destroyed them even though they had that one-shot build. So Strawberry Crepe is going to be a great cookie to use in order to counter this Gingerbread Kumio Almond one-shot team. Alright, here we go guys. This is going to be the last third team that I'll be sharing with you guys in this video, and that is going to be the Sorbet Frost Queen Coco team. So this team actually has been shared by MD Runner. That was made by one of his guild member. His name was Puran, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to give them the credit because they were the one who came up with this build as well as shared it on YouTube. So I'm going to be sharing it with you guys who are going to be mainly English speakers for my English community. So here you go, guys. That's going to be Sorbet, Coco, Frost Queen, Parfait, as well as Cotton. And the treasures are going to be the same as the second team. All right, and then the toppings are going to be Coco is going to be using 5 Swift chocolate in order to have a 3-second start. So you want to focus that 17.3% once again, just like strawberry crepe, and then try to maximize the damage resist as much as possible because Coco is going to be the front line of your team. Next one is going to be Sorbet. Sorbet actually took a lot of my toppings, so my Sorbet has 52.7%, and with the set bonus it's going to be 57.7% attack a bonus, as well as 8.1% cooldown. I believe ND Runner did say you can have about from 7.5 to like 8%. So right now I have about 8.1%, and my damage resist is going to be at 20.2%. Definitely damage resist can be a lot higher, and I wish it was, but of course, like I said, my toppings are not as great as any of those like super high tier rankers. So that is what I'm going to be working with currently. Next one is going to be Frost Queen. So Frost Queen is going to be using a different topping set on this build, and it's going to be 3 stinging raspberry as well as 2 swift chocolate. So what the build that was shared on YouTube was 5 stinging raspberry with about 7.7% cooldown, but I don't have the 5 stinging raspberry that can make about 7% cooldown. So I did take out 2 of the stinging raspberry, sacrificing a little bit of damage, and put in 2 swift chocolate in order to make the 7% cooldown, and then maximizing the damage resist as well, and having a little bit of attack. So my attack is going to be at 36% and cooldown 7%, and damage resist at 25.9%. Next one is going to be Cotton. Cotton is going to be the same as the other 2 teams. And the last one is going to be Parfait, and she is going to be exactly the same as the Summoner's comp. So let me show you guys exactly what this team is going to be very strong against, and it's going to be the double tank comp that are really common inside of the arena right now because of Coco and Hollowberry that are being used together, or Hollowberry and Crepe. So let me show you guys this team in battle as well. Alright guys, so this one is going to be the double tank comp. So you see that Coco as well as Hollowberry are going to be there. So the reason why you want to have at least 7.5% cooldown is that's going to allow Sorbet to be the 3rd one to cast their spell, and that's going to actually dodge some of the skills that either Frost Queen or Seafair cast. And that's going to allow Sorbet to dodge it and not take the damage. Right there, I was able to dodge Seafary's skill, so Sorbet did not take the damage from Seafairy. And of course, because Sorbet is so strong against the tanks, right, Sorbet is going to be able to deal a ton of damage to them and allow me to melt away the frontliners and of course attack the back line as well. And of course, because Coco is spinning around gathering the enemies together, that is also a reason why Sorbet is able to deal a ton more damage than before. And there you go, guys. Sorbet is going to be doing the most damage majority of the time, but if it gets a little bit longer, then Frost Queen actually steps up and deals a lot more damage as well because of the AoE damage and the freeze and everything else combined together. And sometimes I did see that Cotton was able to carry a lot later on in the late games as well with the sheep. So, you know, this team is very balanced and is able to counter these double tank meta right now in the arena. That's very common. But there you go, guys. Those are going to be the 3 meta comps that I'm currently using inside of the arena. If you do want me to break them down a little bit further and go into details and show you guys more battle with each of these comps, please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know which team you'll want me to go over in more details, like say either team 1, team 2, or team 3, and then I'll let you guys know. And then also I would try to do my best so that I can show you guys different cookies that you can put into each of these teams and still make a viable team that can be used inside of the arena. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did find it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as a like button if you haven't done so already, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out on any future Cookie and Kingdom videos as well as live streams that I do on YouTube. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video once again, and I'll see you guys all next time.